going off of gas. I'm not going off of gas. I'm just making the point that, you know, we can't go off ages, and actually marriage is going to be a case-by-case basis in every situation. You got 18-year-old women out here that are not ready at all. You got 16-year-old women out here that are mature enough for marriage.
Bro, you have 75-year-old men marrying 18-year-olds because they're millionaires.
Yeah. You know, but the thing is,
that don't make it right.
You can't really come and say it's wrong, bro. I understand
I can come and say, yeah, but see, here's the thing. We are now talking about a highly developed human being. Now, am I saying that this person is developed to their fullest form at the age of 18? Absolutely not, because I used to be 18 before as well too, so I know. But what I'm saying is that we are at least dealing with a developed human being, not someone who reached the age of puberty and then all of a sudden getting married and having intercourse with a 55-year-old man. Just because you reached puberty does not mean you are in adulthood or now you're a woman. Mentally you mature. Are in the stages of becoming a woman when you reach puberty. When you reach the age of puberty and a woman starts their puberty, that's when they start to become a woman. Muslims think you'll instantly become a woman soon as you hit your puberty. That's stupid. It's the stupidest thing ever. No scientist should ever claim that. And if they do, that's dumb. Your body is developing.
Bro, I'm saying to reach actual fully developed brain capacity as a woman, you have to reach the age of 25. That's the age. Do you understand that?
No, I understand that. I understand that. There's been studies that says that your brain isn't fully developed at the age of 25, but you're not an immature kid at the age of 18. You're not a 9-year-old at the age of 18. So, well, see, you're using an argument for an 18-year-old, which is terrible because we're talking about someone who is 6, who was already in this man's face and presence for 3 years at the age of 6.
This is what I'll say. I would say this.
So there was a level of 1 second. There was a level of relationship bonding and building with a 55-year-old man. This man was in a relationship with a 6-year-old for 3 years and then consummated it at the age of 9. So you mean to tell me he was just fathering this little girl at the age of 6, or he was actually in a real relationship with her until the age of 9? Because as soon as she hit 9, he consummated it. So the problem is that you have to understand and try to justify how a 55-year-old man is in an intimate relationship with a 6-year-old.
This is my claim, bro. I claim this. 9-year-old women in the time of the 6th century in ancient Arabia are more mature than 21-year-olds in America now. That's my claim.
And that makes it okay for them to marry 55-year-old men.
If they're more mature, then is it fine for a 21-year-old woman now to marry a 55-year-old man? It is.
Yeah, for sure. Is it weird to see?
If I'm saying
only reason why, but 1 second. The only reason why it's weird for us to see that is because there is 2 consenting adults, legitimate adults, but one of them is just way older. And so when we look at how listen, when we look at how old someone is, right, we understand that this person has been alive for this certain amount of time, which would mean that they have developed some sort of wisdom. The older you grow, the more you know. That's the statement. That's what everybody understands and knows. You gain and you grow knowledge, you grow in wisdom. So you would want someone at least on the same mental state as you in your head. So when we look at grown men, 50, 60-year-old, marrying 20-year-olds, we don't look at the 20-year-old and say, oh, you're dumb. What are you doing? We look at the 60-year-old and say, where is your mental state at? Because you're marrying a 20-year-old. You don't want anybody of age. You don't want anybody in your age group. Why are you marrying a young adult?
Fertility, submission. There's benefits to marrying younger women. And I get the point. I don't want to go back. We're gonna go back and forth all night.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is that argument doesn't help because we're still dealing with adults. Although we look at that and say, you know what, that don't really look right. You know what I'm saying? We're still dealing with adults. Okay, there are plenty of things that adults do that everyone will say or have an issue with. We're dealing with adults here. Are you saying Aisha was an adult at the age of 9?
In that time they consider her as an adult, bro. I know it's weird saying that. At that time, dude, she was considered an adult.
Can I say something?
I know. Listen, in the 17th century, In England, they considered 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds as adults.
Then why was
Crazy.
the age of why was the age of consent? Then why was the age of consent in that same time period 12 in Rome?
Why was the age of consent in that time period?
Yeah, why was the age of consent 12 in Rome, and you'd get persecuted if you got caught with somebody younger than 12?
That's the age they came up with, bro. Somebody just came up with that age.
Okay, so what was the age of consent in Arabia during the 6th century?
Bro, they didn't have laws like that. I'm like, it was just
okay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
all right, cool. Thank you. So don't try to thank you. So don't try to justify and waffle everything around.
My point is, listen, is you look at Haiti, bro. They consider 14-year-old kids in Haiti as adults. We look at that and go like, that's
but what somebody considers, it's not always justified. If we always went around with what someone considers to justify our means and claims of what we were doing, I don't understand. It doesn't help. And then let me ask you this really quick. How old was Muhammad's daughter when he denied marriage for her?
I'm actually not aware, bro. I'm ashamed. I'm not aware.
Afnan, do you know how old Muhammad's daughter was when he said she was too young when they asked to marry her?
I mean, I specifically have to check, but are you talking about like when Hazrat Umar and Hazrat Uthman, like they went to ask for marriage?
They tried to marry Muhammad's daughter, and he says she's young. How old was she when he denied marriage for her?
I don't know. I mean, I have to check because, of course, you know, like I mean,
she probably was immature. She probably was mentally immature.
But you know, even
so from the comment section, I don't know. So the hadith doesn't mention the age. If anybody has the hadith number, put it in the chat. I had lost it because I don't really argue the Aisha thing.
12 or 15.
But I do believe she was older than Aisha, though. A lot of people are saying that was the argument, though, that she was definitely older.
I mean, I don't think so. In the hadith that it mentions specifically, it just talks about like hijrah, like which hijrah is it when Hazrat Ali and Fatima got married. So we don't specifically know. I don't think so. It does mention in the hadith.
No, the hadith doesn't mention her age. He just says she is young.
I mean, yeah, young, of course.
But I want to know. But I want to know how old she is, because if Muhammad is looking at his daughter and he's denying marriage, why is he saying she's young? How old is she?
If a woman of 40 or 50 married a younger guy, do you have a problem with it now these days?
What'd you say?
I'm saying that if you see a woman of 40 or 50 marrying a younger guy like 20 to 25, so do you think you have a problem with this now these days if you see any couples like that?
I mean, yeah, I personally have a problem with huge age gap couples for sure.
So I mean, if the women or the guy saying that, okay, I have no problem, the guy has money, and then I mean I'm living happy with her though. So do you think that subjectively you should have any problem with them?
I think mentally, like maybe the man, maybe the man is lacking somewhere. We're talking about in today's day and age, right? I think
even today though. I mean, you can see
that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying like I personally feel like if because we know what's taking place, right? A lot of the times when we see things like this happening, 60, 70-year-old men are not getting with 20-year-old women, and they are living the average life. It's if not all, the mass majority of it, the 60 to 70-year-old man is well off and has a lot of money. So they're basically pretty much using.
If the guy has like for example, he's 25 and then he's making good money, he's mature, all those stuff though, and then he just probably married a widow. Just take example, or even like a single woman who just probably didn't find a guy till.
Yeah, but I mean, my opinion doesn't matter. Like I said, I personally look at that like, okay, why would you do that? But
I mean, she's finding.
It is what it is. Like I said, at the end of the day, this doesn't help. This doesn't help your guys' claim because we're dealing with an adult. We're dealing with adults here. So my opinion on what other adults do, but let me say, my opinion here, right? of grown adults marrying each other with massive age gaps holds no bearing on what it is that they're doing in their life and if they're living a good life and etc. It doesn't matter. If I personally have an odd feeling seeing a 65-year-old man married to a 20-year-old woman, that's on me, bro. I can
Yeah,
have that feeling. That holds no bearing on whether it's right
I
or
mean,
not. I just personally
yeah,
feel like the 60-year-old man should get somebody his age. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
Hey,
that's just
bro.
that's just my personal opinion. But
no
Yo,
problem.
how does
can I
this
say something
help?
real quick?
How does this help?
Aman, can I say
How does
something?
this help?
Yo,
How
I'm
does
about
this
to
help you in the case of a 55-year-old man marrying a 6-year-old?
But
got
life,
you.
I think the thing is that again, I mean, I have seen your discussions. I mean, I can be wrong as well, but I think you did mention your basically personal opinion that regarding Hazrat Aisha being younger. Because when we look at her life, though, I mean, she was happy. Like she was happy married. Her father Abu Bakr, like he was happy. I mean, the thing is that when we look at their life, their love story, like
Yeah.
her running with Prophet Sallam, when and then her being happy throughout the narrations. So the thing is that if someone
Yo, I gotta
suggests to,
go, bro. But I just want to say something before I leave, real
yeah, no
quick, bro.
problem. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I gotta hop off, man. But yo, life, bro. I appreciate you letting me jump on the stream, bro. I know we disagree, man, but yo, you don't think that Muslims and Christians can unite on like on some holy, you know what I mean?
We can probably when it comes to when
You
if the
totally.
Quran
Well,
says
I'm asking him. I mean, like, listen, I know we have our disagreements, but like, we agree on a lot of stuff, man. I see you getting here. I know Muslims be pissing you off and everything, bro. But I mean, I still consider you still, brothers in humanity, bro. I'm not trying to be like a sucker, bro. Like, I'm not trying to like be up in here and like, yo, if you ain't about it, bro, shoot, I don't give a damn. I can jump back in here later, bro. We can keep going. But I think there's a lot of Satanism going on, bro, and you know, I see people in the chat. Everyone's in the chat saying never, never, never. I mean, if that's what y'all on, bro, that's what y'all on. But I mean, listen, there's a big fight ahead of us, bro. And I think we could do a lot of work together.
but Aman, the thing is that even when it comes
Let me
to
answer the question first. Hold on.
okay, go ahead.
So no, we can't be. Now I can be your friend like in real life. That's cool, but we can't be brothers in like religion and try to come together religiously and do something.
Now I'm talking about
Second of
fight you.
all,
I'm fight you.
second of all, like if you start upholding pedophilia, I wouldn't
Bro,
even consider being a friend, bro. Like
dude, I
if
think
you
pedo,
can't see
bro.
if you can't see a 55-year-old man sleeping with a 9-year-old as pedophilia, then you gotta get yourself together, bro, before the friendship part would even take place. Because if you was dealing with somebody right now that's 55 years old, and he had a 9-year-old girl.
Oh, 2024. You can't compare 2024 to 6th century, bro. Why
Wait
are
a
you
minute,
doing
but you said
that?
all she had to
Why are
be
you
was
doing
mentally wait, you said all she had to be was mentally
that?
mature and pubescent. She just
Yes,
need to be
bro.
physically.
There's
She,
no
she just need to be.
9-year-old, bro. They're not gonna find a 9-year-old. There's not, dude. 18-year-old women. They're not. I don't even think are mentally mature
How
nowadays,
do you
bro.
wait? How do you know that? How do you know that? What do you
Because I
define
talked to them,
mentally?
bro, and they're
Mentally
all, bro. I
wait,
talked
but
to
what
18-year-old,
do
bro.
you
There's,
define? What do you wait? You don't get to define what physically and mentally mature is for everybody.
bro.
Somebody might just say, man, because she can handle because she can
All right,
handle
bro.
cleaning up
I
around
got
the
you.
house.
I got you, bro. It's cool. I was just a question, bro. Because I mean, listen, I was just pointing out the evil going on, bro. It's cool, bro.
But I'm just saying, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. The
I got
physical
you.
and it's because I wish I could have got into that with you, because
Yeah.
the
Maybe next time,
argument
bro.
for being physically and mentally mature was gonna come up, and I was gonna debunk that as well too.
You're not.
Who
Yeah.
defines who's physically and mentally mature? Anybody can teach a 9-year-old how to do certain things around the house and how to take care of certain things. And at the age of 9, you can definitely develop some sort of maturity over other 9-year-olds who are allowed to just be uh, uh, real kids. You got
Got you.
kids who grow up fast. I knew 10-year-olds who was way more mature than me when I was growing up. We all know people like that. So
All right, bro.
who
Well,
are
hey,
you
man.
to
Well,
define who are you to define and say that no 9-year-old can be physically and mentally mature to be laid up with a 55-year-old man? Because actually Avery showed me a picture of some guy who did this not so long ago, and they also had a good life. I wish let me text him, see if he can send me that link. But there was a guy who married a little girl. I mean, this little girl was so small, she was sitting on his lap, bro. And they lived a happy life. They lived a full life together.
Was it in Africa or somewhere, Middle East?
No, it was in America somewhere. I forgot the name of him.
This was recent.
This was during like the black and white era, like when pictures were in like black and white only. It was
Life, you never know. Maybe
it was a minute ago.
Bro, life, you never know. Maybe she already reached age of puberty, but her height is just like small. You know, do you have a physical disability?
Yeah, but the problem is Amanji just said that that's impossible in 2024.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say, because you can see celebrities even marrying younger women as well, though, like 50s Hollywood celebrities, you know, like having.
Yeah, but why are we getting away from 6 and 9? You guys are countering. Listen, you guys are countering with 18 and up. We're talking about 6 and 9.
What I'm saying is that I'm saying 9-year-olds back then were more mature than 18-year-olds today.
Yeah, they were partying in the.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know 9-year-olds back then were more mature than 9-year-olds today? How do you know that?
I'm gonna get some evidence, bro, and I'm gonna see if I can present it for you next time I come on. Hopefully, you can have me again, bro. I appreciate the talk. I do have to go. I wish you have a good night, bro. And you know, I pray to the God of Abraham to guide us all.
Barakallahu fikum, akhi Aman. You know, mashallah, was very good.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know, I hope you find a true God, Jesus Christ, man, and get out of the religion that's helping you justify pedophilia, man. I can't even believe that you just did that.
No, I'll see you next time I come on, bro. All right, bro. Peace.
So, let's have a discussion, brother. So, you know, I mean, let's have a peaceful discussion. So, I feel like that it can be like your personal, because I have seen that. I think you are coming from your personal perspective. I think you know, like regarding marriage, and then, you know, I mean, if people are happy in their marriages, and then people be like, oh, for example, women being older, she was like, okay, you know, even though he's younger, like he's 20, 25, but he has money financially, I'm happy. I mean, I have a good house, I have a kids, all the stuff. But thing is that, I mean, they wouldn't look at you though. Okay, why do you care about? I mean, the thing is, I'm living my life, I'm happy though. So do you think? I think it can lead you to subjectivity. Like, how can you prove that is wrong objectively? You know, then. So I hope that makes sense. You know, like.
Yeah, what do you mean? You said, how can I prove objectively that it's wrong?
Yeah, because the thing is, if they reach the age of
by asking you a question, do you think it's okay for 55-year-old men to sleep with 9-year-olds?
But again, my question is, if they reach the age of puberty, if she's mature physically, mentally, then what's the issue though? Like, why numbers matter?
Why mature physically and mentally?
Yeah, I mean, women who's physically that I mean, Prophet waited 3 years means that she was
define
she was able to
physically and mentally.
I mean, mentally, that who can basically comprehend stuff, who can understand what's going on, and when it comes to physically, means that her body is capable of all, you know, like maturity. I mean, maturity basically, like so. So the thing is, again,
how do you find that out? How do you find out if her body is capable?
I mean, again, as you mentioned,
her body is capable.
As you mentioned regarding in the Bible, that there are signs of there's no age specifically, but there are signs in Islam. There's
but you don't know if a woman's body is capable of. I
mean, fathers can know the sign.
Listen. Yeah. You don't know if a kid's body is mature enough for intercourse until you try it.
No.
Okay, so how do you know if she's ready for intercourse?
Puberty, though. I mean, puberty is one of the signs, right? I mean,
puberty is not.
Well, it is one of the signs of. I mean, her bearing a child. I mean, if.
Oh my gosh.
No. I mean, otherwise, if she has any health issues, that's a whole different thing. Even
if puberty is not a sign of whether someone is ready for intercourse, my guy. What are you talking? I mean, not ready for intercourse, but someone can, you know, is physically capable of having intercourse. Are you serious?
So what? Okay, so then define. What do you understand?
So because she hit puberty, You think she's
Well, puberty
capable?
is one of the
That
sign.
shows you she's capable of having intercourse
No,
with
no,
you.
well, one of the sign of physical maturity is puberty. Like she reaching the age of puberty, which means that her body is basically giving the sign that she becomes about to
Okay.
become adult.
Okay. So let me try to help you a little bit more. Please just try
But
to
you agree
redefine it. Redefine it again.
though. Mhm.
What do you mean by mentally and physically mature?
Again, which I mentioned before, like physically mature means that the person who has, consciousness, like understanding what's going on. And when it comes to physical, I mean, one of the sign of physical maturity is
What do you
puberty.
mean by understanding what's going on?
Well, I mean, if someone is mentally able to comprehend the things, I hope that makes sense. Like
Comprehend what?
general things about life. The thing is, you know what's going on. I
And
mean,
what general things about life? There's 5-year-olds who understand general things about life and can comprehend things. What are you talking about?
okay, so then yeah, so then what defines you for a mental? I mean, that's a good question. Like what do you think?
I'm asking you. Don't flip the questions on me.
Okay,
You're the
no
one who's
problem. I
telling,
don't know. I
you're
don't
the
know.
one. You're the one who's telling
Sure.
me she needs to be physically
Yeah,
and mentally
but the thing is,
mature.
I mean, parents
And
parents
you
know.
tell me.
Okay, parents know when her daughter or her son is basically able for marriage because of course that they are parents.
Yeah,
They
on
know
the
that
basis of
they're
what? On the basis of what?
well. I
How
mean,
do
I
they
mean, I'm not
know?
a parent. I mean, I'm
How do
not a
they know
parent.
that they're physically and mentally ready for marriage? How do
Well,
they know?
again, when it comes to physically, I did give you one of the sign of basically which is puberty, and then when it comes to mental, the
Yeah,
thing is
and
that
that was terrible
if
because
she's handling, hold on, if
puberty
she's
is
hand,
not a sign. Puberty is not a sign that the person is physically ready to have intercourse yet. Come on, bro.
so
You
which
can
means
literally
that
have intercourse with somebody before puberty. What are you talking about? You're not even making no sense.
no, I'm saying that one of the sign of puberty is that her physical,
No, that's the sign that she's developing her body and it's growing and she's going to develop into adulthood.
and then she can bear a child, right?
What?
She can bear a child after puberty.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
developing and growing
So
into
which means
adulthood.
her body is mature. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, though. I
That
don't
doesn't
know
mean
why.
that she's physically ready to have
Okay,
intercourse.
okay. What is physical ready according to you, though? I feel like that it's the same thing, though. But I think you're just coming from a different. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
no,
your?
don't flip it on me. You need to make sense
No, I
about
mean,
what
well, I'm
you're
saying
saying.
it.
I'm
If I'm
not
wrong,
answering questions. I'm asking them. You're trying to
the
tell me
life.
how a
I
9-year-old
already
you're trying to
told my
tell
point.
me you're trying to tell me how a 9-year-old just because she hits puberty is physically ready to have intercourse with
But
a
the thing is, I
55-year-old
don't know
man.
why you're digressing on 9 when even you are
Because
saying
that's
that.
how
Yeah,
old she was. I don't have to talk about
yes,
nothing else.
but
That's how
again,
old she was.
so in 9 years old, you're comparing 1400 years ago, 9 years old of today. Like really?
So
I mean,
explain to
does
me
Islam has age of marriage?
explain to me how a 9-year-old in the 6th century was physically and mentally ready
I wasn't
to
there
have
at that time. I
intercourse with
wasn't there at
Muhammad.
that time. No, I wasn't there at that time. Nor were you. So the thing is
Okay,
that
so you
how do you
don't
know?
know then. Okay, so how are you telling me that it was okay for a 9-year-old
Because
to sleep
Islam, because
with
in Islam
Muhammad?
there are general, as you mentioned in the Bible, though, that women reaching the age of puberty, even if I mean, the age of numbers doesn't define the same concept in Islam as well, though, that her body is gonna show the signs, though, and then it happened to her.
What signs? What signs? You can't just say
Physi-
stuff. What
physically,
signs?
physically and mentally,
No,
she needs to be
let's go
mature.
one by
That's
one.
Islam.
One by one. What signs?
Life, bro. Why are you making it difficult, bro? It's a simple concept.
Because you want to just say one thing and then just mosey on
Okay, I
past it.
already
These
gave
things
you.
require detail. That's just like me saying a boy is ready to drive a monster truck.
I know. Okay,
Uh,
how you gonna know
I'm gonna have
he's
to.
able to
I'm gonna
drive it?
have to. I'm gonna have to define what I mean by that. How
Okay.
old should the boy be? Why am I just saying a boy is ready to drive a monster truck, knowing that
Okay.
monster trucks
So
are
it's
almost
yeah.
8 feet high in the air? You gotta walk up a ladder to get on them. Come on, you can't just
Okay.
say,
So
"Oh,
hold on. So
she's
it's a
got to be
women.
physically.
Yeah.
She's got to show signs of being physically ready." What are those signs? You're
So
struggling.
if women is performing her house chorus, she's taking care of the family. Is this the sign of being mature, mentally mature? I
Taking
mean,
care of the family.
well, take care of the family, doing a house chorus, all those stuff.
Okay,
Yes.
cleaning up the. Okay, so cleaning up the house shows signs that she's ready to marry a 55-year-old man.
No, I mean, you didn't answer my question. We didn't talk about 55 years old. We're talking about mental. I mean, yeah. So does that qualify her to be a mental mature if she understands she has to do taking care of her family, house chores, everything needs to be done, all those stuff, and then she's
No,
responsible in
brother.
activities.
A 4-year-old can understand how they got to clean up.
Well, I mean, again, I mean, we're not talking about specific numbers. Or you mentioned regarding
No, we
mental.
are talking about specific numbers. We're on 6 and
Well,
9.
again, I mean, if you're going to talk about specific,
We're on 6 and
but
9. So
Islam
you're
does.
telling me at the age of 6, she
I
was
think.
mature enough because she can clean up.
I mean, back in the days, I mean, women didn't have to go to schools though. So yeah, I can mention schools and playstations though. Like I have to mention like they were taking care of the house and families to be
Okay,
a
cool.
man.
So that's point 1. So in 2024, as
Okay.
long as a 9-year-old is pubescent and she can clean up, a 55-year-old man can marry her. All right, come on, keep going. Let's go.
No, hold on. Look. Now,
No. Wait, no.
To another topic. No, now.
Wait a minute. No.
First, we were hold on. First, we were talking about like a mental state.
Wait, what do you
So, yeah,
mean no?
agree with
Hold
them.
on. Wait. What do you mean no? You just said mental maturity is that she can clean up and take care of the family. You didn't even define take care of the family.
Okay, I have a question. If now these days, if the women she's 14, I'm giving example.
No.
Take
6 and
example,
9.
bro. Take example.
No, 6 and 9. 6 and 9.
Life can you let me talk, bro?
No, 6 and 9. That's what you need to talk about. Ages 6 and 9. I don't know why you Muslims always do this. 6 and 9. Stop talking. What? Wait. We're literally talking about
You don't know
Aisha's
about
age. No. Hold on. Wait. We're
the
talking
life
about
you-
Aisha's age, 6 and 9. Why do Muslims always counter with ages drastically higher than these?
because the only reason
Stay
is
here. Stay here. No, that
the only
was
reason is
rhetorical.
because you don't know
That was a
how
rhetorical question. Just stay here. 6 and 9. Give me an example of 6.
life. You wasn't know how 6 years or 9 years used to behave in 1400 years ago, though. So even you are ignorant about
Tell
history as well.
me.
Okay,
That's
then
your
so
job.
yeah, so you
Okay.
can.
So
There you
that's
go.
your
So,
job.
I mean, so it's
No,
irrelevant.
listen. Because if you're going to justify pedophilia, you're going to have to tell me how.
Define pedophilia.
You're going to have to tell me how Aisha.
Define
You're
pedophilia.
going to have to tell me how Aisha was mentally and physically mature and ready to marry.
She was
Muhammad.
engaged. She was engaged before marrying Prophet Sallam. That I mean, which means that her father knew that she was, mature enough physically and mentally that she was engaged with another person. The second thing is regarding if her father agreed, because even in Islam there's a ruling of a wali that female guardian needs to agree for the women, because of course he knows that when her daughter is ready for marriage, so consent of wali is needed. So all those stuff were there to basically protect women that know that okay, whatever she's doing is right. So this is what happened to Aisha. So by you using a 6 years old or a 9 years old is irrelevant, because you're comparing 6 years old of today of the same as 14 years ago. They were partying in the battle like during those ages. So, and then I will tell you one more thing, life. There's
No, you're not.
I will tell you.
You're not. No.
Can I say, please?
No. You are not gonna
Hadith,
just
look,
You're
Hadith
not
tradition.
gonna be able to just waffle off.
Can I say something?
No,
My brother,
listen.
can I say something?
Listen, you're not gonna be able to just waffle off
I'm
without.
not waffling.
making
I give you the
sense.
example of
No, you-
Aisha and then her father. How can you justify that? Did her father knew her?
So listen. So give me your points of how Aisha was physically and mentally.
Her father,
ready.
she was engaged before marrying Prophet Sallallahu. I mean, it's in our
So
Hadith
because
tradition.
she was engaged before, that means that she was physically and mentally ready.
Well, I mean, if they used to get engaged in that tradition, though, which means that they weren't engaging someone, and her father couldn't. I mean, would you send your daughter?
You're not able to, bro. You're literally not able to answer this. Like all of the answers that you're giving me. Listen. All of the answers that you're giving me are literally dumb. Because I'm asking you about her. I'm asking you about her body and physical.
But yeah, but I didn't see her. Have you seen her,
bro? Afnan, be quiet. This is why you're not This is why you're not answering the question.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's because you're so ready to just talk.
I mean, you're not getting
When
my
I
point.
ask, what does it mean to be physically and mentally mature? I am literally asking you to tell me her abilities and what she can do. I'm asking you to tell me about her abilities in her mental capacity and the things that she can comprehend. And I'm asking you to detail these things. And you're not able to do that.
I already gave you the
You're
examples, bro.
stuttering. Okay,
You
you
know
gave
that I
me
gave you the
one thing.
examples.
No, listen. You gave me one thing. She can clean up the house and take care of the family.
Yeah, back in the
So
day,
a
things.
9-year-old that can clean up the house and take care of the family in 2024 can marry it's okay to marry a 55-year-old man and have intercourse with them in
Does
2024.
does 9 years old of today doing do those stuff to 2024, or they go to
Bro,
school?
there's
Okay
plenty
then.
of 9-year-olds out there that clean up and take
Who
care of
who
their
who
family, take care of
who
grandma. What are
nine
you
years old
talking about?
9 years old here, those who goes to full-time middle school, or they go to high school, they have tuition fees, have to.
Man,
So
yo,
yeah, so
something is wrong with
life,
y'all. I
life,
swear,
look,
bro.
life, listen to it. The thing is that, again, the thing is, you are we have a
I
hadith that
was
you.
I was doing that at 9 years old. Like, what are you talking about,
Well,
bro?
9 years old, you're a man, bro. I mean, I'm not talking about a man.
Oh,
I
now,
mean, some,
a 9-year-old boy can do it, but a 9-year-old
no, I'm
girl
not saying
can't.
he can do it though. I mean, you used to go to school. You had a school, right? They didn't had school. They just had wars. They had a family to take care of. They had to bread to feed. How in what age men used to feed their family? I mean, when now these days people go to school. I mean, I just graduated. I mean, I'm being like 23, 24, and then just graduated, and then now I started it.
Bro,
So yeah, you're just comparing two different
listen,
traditions.
why are you? No, we're not comparing two different
You are
things. We're
actually.
comparing, we're comparing someone mentally and physically to have intercourse and marry a 55-year-old man.
So
You simply left it at, hey, if the person can clean up and take care of the family and they're pubescent, they can
what
marry
are
a
the other signs in
55-year-old man
14 years
because you
old?
said that's what Aisha did.
No,
You
no,
said
okay.
that's how Aisha
No, no,
was
no. I didn't say
physically
that's
and
what she did. I
you
don't.
said that's how Aisha was
Life.
physically and mentally ready because she can clean up around the house and take care of the family.
Can I say something, life? If you give me a chance.
And then now
14.
you're changing it.
No,
Now
no,
you're
I'm not changing
changing
it.
it
I'm on the.
because I'm
I'm on the
bringing that
topic.
over into 2024.
Life. Look. What I'm saying is basically, look, you wasn't there. I wasn't there. Okay. In 1400 years ago, we knew that how life were. They didn't have high schools. They didn't have all those stuff. Those. So yeah. So what are the other signs if they don't have any bachelor's degree? If they don't have a child care, they don't have all those stuff. And then men being 11 and 12, basically battling in the war and all those stuff, which means that you can't compare with those men who were parting in the battle of younger age than men who are basically 23, 24 doing bachelors. So the thing is that I mean, it's basically a fallacy of I think there's a term of fallacy that you comparing the old tradition with now these days, that the same people were that time. So that's the reason when I mentioned about house chorus though, because that's what women used to do back in the days. They and then men basically were the bread provider, and the women was staying at home and then doing house chores. So yeah, so whenever their parents knew, okay, oh, now our daughter is able to get married. So now, so yeah, and then it happened to Aisha as well, that she was engaged. Because her father knew that she was ready. That's the reason he made her engaged. Though, why would you marry your daughter if you knew that you love your daughter, right? I mean, if you have your daughter, or if you don't, when Allah will give you a daughter. But the thing is, when you will have your daughter, the thing is, you're not gonna send it to anyone. Though you knew that, okay, she's not capable of handling the house, or she's not gonna, or the man is all those stuff. So the thing is, when Hazrat Abu Bakr married Prophet, so
Bro,
he knew
what
about this.
are you talking about,
Well,
bro?
I'm talking about you can't
Wasting time.
compare two
Yo,
traditions,
Okay,
like,
brother.
can I come in?
okay. So I gotta do it to you. I gotta do it to you. So if if Aisha wasn't pubescent, right? If she didn't hit puberty yet, would this be wrong?
What is
Yes.
it? Sorry.
If
Oh,
if
you're talking
Aisha
about
didn't
me.
hit if Aisha didn't hit puberty, would she be wrong? Like would Muhammad be wrong for sleeping with her if she didn't hit puberty?
Yes.
Yes, of
All
course,
right,
because
cool.
yes, because that's the reason he waited 3 years for consummation of marriage until she reached the age of puberty at
All
9.
right, cool.
I
So
know, I know, I know. Live is gonna go to a hadith which says that Aisha hasn't reached puberty, but we got answers for that.
Oh no,
okay, so
but
what's
Bob,
the okay, so what's the answer for it then, Bob?
Well, we know she wasn't.
The answer is because he was between 6 and 9. This was when in the Arab culture, when basically when you get married before consummation, they will come and spend time with the her husband, yeah, to get to know each other. Okay, but it doesn't mean that they're having sexual relationship.
Yeah,
So
consummation wasn't until the 9. I mean, it's clear from
exactly,
the hadith, though.
exactly. Basically, Aisha was coming to the house of the Prophet ﷺ to spend time so that they can get to know more each other before the consummation. So I know which hadith you're gonna go to live. Please don't try that because
But
I'm
life,
saying
even
that.
though like having that clear hadith, so
So
that's the reason scholar has,
yeah,
you know, like
so 1 second. So 1 second, right? So this is the reason why I don't even like to argue that point because he's still a pedophile
okay,
No, like
regardless
you are
regardless
using
of
it
regardless
also.
of regardless of the position, right? I really personally don't feel like arguing around and try to prove she was
no problem, bro, no problem. I
pubescent
mean,
or not, right? I just asked the question to see what you wanted to what you were going to say. I've already heard the waffles around it. It's literally a waste of
it's not
time.
waffle, bro. Like he,
So
Like
I mean,
I got a
now hold on,
question for you.
wait. How was Muhammad not a pedophile? What's the definition of pedophilia?
A pedophile is to sleep with girls under the age of puberty or under the age of consent.
No, a
That is what
pedophile is someone. No. A pedophile is someone attracted to children. You don't
that's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
sleep. You don't have to sleep. You don't have to sleep with the kid to be a pedophile, dude.
Okay, but life, but you have to remember, yeah, if you haven't committed a crime, then the government can't do nothing about it. Like having thoughts, yeah, yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Hang on. If you express,
life.
hang
Can I
on.
say something?
If no, no,
I mean,
bro,
by that definition,
I can't.
but
Wait, please, yeah. If you
Don't say
express,
nothing stupid, Afnan.
no,
no,
I
if
feel
you
like you
just
gonna
having
say
this
something
conversation,
dumb.
bro.
I
life,
feel like you about to say something dumb.
No, bro, come on.
if a grown man express of liking underage boys and girls
He a
or
pedophile.
committed, then you
He's a
are a pedophile.
pedophile.
Yes. But the age of consent is
So
important.
Muhammad was attracted to a 6-year-old prepubescent girl. He's a
No.
pedophile.
No, the age of consent, yeah, and the culture of that area is a major important thing. Like you have to remember, because in America, there's a state called Delaware. This was about 150 years ago. The age of consent was 7. Why? Why was it 7 years old? Delaware, and this is like not even 1,400 years ago. This is 150 years ago. Why is it
Bob,
7 years
Bob,
old?
is it Bob? Bob, is someone who hasn't hit puberty considered to be a child?
Yes.
Okay, so Muhammad was attracted to a child, correct?
I wouldn't say
Bob,
attract.
can
I
I say
say
something? Can I say
wait.
something, please?
No, we're not doing this. Don't try to jump in and do all this craziness
No.
now. Bob, was he attracted to a child?
Okay, let me answer my own way.
No, it's
Okay,
a yes or no first, Bob. You already know how you do. It was because you just waffled and said all of that stuff, and then as soon as you get asked the question, that put you in the corner, you start going all over the place. Was he
what
attracted to a 6-year-old?
I will say, yeah,
Huh?
the Islamic tradition says that the Prophet Sallallahu he married Aisha at 6, and then it consummated at
I didn't
9 years
ask you
old.
that, bro. Bob, I'm about to drop you, bro. Come on, bro.
Come
Don't
on,
don't
life,
start playing
come on.
games, bro. Don't start playing games, bro. I asked you a simple question. Was he attracted to her at 6?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
All right. Avnan, was he attracted to her at 6?
Okay, now you're gonna drop me as well. Come on, bro. We were having a good discussion, bro. Please, life.
Was he attracted to her at 6?
I mean, it was his wife. So I mean, can you be attracted to your wife? What's wrong with attracting to your wife?
Okay, that makes him a pedophile. Thank you. He was
No,
attracted to a prepubescent girl. He was attracted
no.
to a prepubescent girl at the age of 50 something. He's done. He's a pedophile. Your prophet is a pedophile. Period.
Can I ask you something? When did pedophile term being used? Like, who invented this term, though? I mean, in what century, though? I mean, you probably know about that. Because
Yeah,
according to then your
so
definition,
it
though,
appeared. It appeared in the 1900s, and it was
okay,
coined in 1951.
There you go. So which means that so by that definition, all those previous tradition,
Or
including the biblical
pedophiles. It
tradition,
just wasn't. It just wasn't a name
so
for
in
it.
the biblical tradition, they were pedophiles as well. I mean, when you, I mean, is really like you're gonna put the whole
I
biblical
mean,
tradition?
yeah, if they were sexually attracted to girls who ain't who didn't have puberty, did they puberties yet, they pedophiles.
No, I mean not puberty. The thing is, when it comes to like Joseph and all those prophets, so would you classify them that? I mean, I would say that
Bro, what are you
because
talking
look,
about,
this
my
is a
guy?
later term that is being used. The thing is that I mean
Bro, is
philosophy, but
Muhammad a bro? Is Muhammad a pedophile or not?
no,
According to
we
the
don't. We
definition.
no, we don't.
According to the definition, which is a person sexually attracted to children.
No,
He was
that's we don't say that. No.
this dude was sexually attracted to a 6-year-old.
So were prophets of a Bible were Nauzubillah? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, I wouldn't like to say those phrases, bro. Like, I mean,
Bro,
because they didn't have those terms.
Muhammad was sexually attracted to her, bro. Let's not play, bro. Let's not
I,
play
I don't
games,
think so.
bro.
I don't think so. You're getting it. I
So
think you just
Muhammad wasn't it? So are you saying Muhammad wasn't attracted to Aisha?
no. It's not about that. I'm just saying that because you using a pedophile which was invented in 1800s, using it in the previous tradition, denying your biblical tradition and Islamic tradition. Though, do you think you're doing justice by that? I mean, then you just basically all those commentaries of rabbis and Jews and then early Christians. Though, like you're just putting all under the bus basically by doing that. I don't think so. You need to use these today's philosophy to determine that if they were right or wrong. Though, like, do you agree? Those are historical stuff which happened in history. They didn't know about what pedophile means probably because they were their wives. So of course that I mean God allowed to have basically like you could talk to your wife and then you can smile at her. Does that mean they had those terms like prophets? Like
Yeah,
I
look at that. Look at that laugh right there. Look at that. You hear that laugh, that nervous laugh he just did? Because he sit up here justifying pedophilia. Now he want to try to run to the Bible. Who is this connected? Oh, you got you streaming it too? Well, you off stage now, so I can go ahead and cut you.